Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to discuss about karyotype analysis. The aim of our today's practical is to study the karyotype and prepare the ideogram. In this topic, we are going to discuss about the aim of this practical, introduction, what are the different requirements, procedure, formula and observation table to perform karyotype analysis. So aim of our practical is to prepare karyotype ideogram by using photographs. So before moving towards this practical, first we know about what is meant by karyotype. So what is karyotype? So karyotype, it is the phenotypic appearance of a somatic chromosome. See that this somatic chromosome, they are contrast to their genotypes. So the phenotypic appearance or the external appearance of the chromosome we call as an karyotype. So see that every plant, every species on the earth, it has its specific chromosome number. Every plant species, every animal species, or you can take any small organism on the earth, they have their specific number and type of chromosome. So that different chromosomal pattern, that we call it as an karyotype. So by using that karyotype, we have to prepare the ideogram. So what is the ideogram? So ideogram, it is the diagrammatic representation of the karyotype. Means it is the diagrammatic representation of the somatic chromosomes. And in this practical, we have to first carry out the karyotype analysis by the photograph that we have provided, and according to that analysis, we have to draw the ideogram on your graph paper, or you can use the computers. Okay. So before starting, the two terminologies you must know in this practical, that is what is mean by karyotype and what is the ideogram. So next, see here, for the preparation of ideogram, usually a photograph cell which contain well separated mitotic chromosome that we require. We require that photograph. Okay. Then what we have to do? Firstly, whenever we get that photograph, we have to first match the homologous chromosome. What is the homologous chromosome? So see that there is always a lengthwise pairing of homologous chromosome. So by calculating the length of two chromosomes, those two chromosomes which have the similar length, firstly you have to separate them and make the pair of them. So that pairing, we called it as an homologous chromosome. So we have to first match the first thing when we get the photograph, that is first you match the chromosome according to their length, and you have to prepare the pairing of them. Okay, according to their decreasing size of the length. Okay, according to the decreasing size of the length of chromosome, you have to prepare one chart of the chromosome. Okay, this is our first step that you have to do while performing this practice. Then see that what we require to perform this practical. So here we require the photograph of well separated chromosome. We need graph paper to draw the ideogram, as well as we require scale. Okay, to measure the length of long arm, length of short arm of the chromosome. So see here, we are moving towards the procedure. what we have to do whenever we get the photograph. See here, firstly, you have to take the photograph of chromosome from any plant material which is provided to you. Okay. Then our next step that I have already discussed in the introduction, that is according to length, you have to pair the two chromosomes. Okay. And you have to keep them in their decreasing order. So our second step is to measure the length of long arm and short arm in mm with the help of scale, or here you can also use the thread, and with the help of scale you can count the exact length of that chromosome. Then our readings are in mm, then you have to convert them into the microns. Then you have to arrange that chromosome according to their total length in a decreasing order. Okay, suppose you have 10 chromosomes are given in your photograph. So firstly you have to make the pair of 5, and that 5 chromosome you have to arrange them in a decreasing order. Okay, so this is our first step. Then determine the homologous pair by considering the length of both arms. Then you have to enter your entries in the observation table. Okay, we see latter words what are the exact things which are present in the observation table, what you have to calculate, that we see. But before that, in the procedure, what you have to do, you have to firstly arrange that chromosome into the homologous pairs according to their length in the decreasing order. Okay, then after you have to observe your observation table and take the reading according to that one. Then on the basis of your observation table, you have to draw the ideogram of chromosome. Okay, which is one of the chromosome complement or karyotype by taking the appropriate scale. Then you have to arrange that individual chromosome in a pair on the axis according to their decreasing order of length. Then you have to calculate the data as per your observation table. Okay, so first we see the observation table, then we are moving towards the formula. So just see here, this is the photograph. In this photograph already pairs are homologous one. There is a pairing of homologous chromosome according to their length. So just see here, there are 22 total 22 pairs of the chromosome. So you have to take 22 pairs. Okay, and you have to firstly arrange them in the decreasing order, just like that. Then see here, in the observation table, what you have to record, firstly you have to record your chromosome number. So see that as there are 22 pairs. Okay, so you have to calculate that one. Then you have to count the length of long arm. So see here, if you are going to take this chromosome, this sister chromatids, they are joined by the centromere. So from the centromere you have to calculate length of long arm and length of short arm. Okay, then see here, you have to calculate length of long arm, length of short arm. Then you have to combine length of long arm and short arm. It will give you total length. Okay, after calculating the total length, you have to calculate the relative length of chromosome. Afterwards, the arm ratio, centromeric index, and the chromosome type. So up to that one, it is easy. Okay, you can easily calculate the long arm length, short arm length, and total length. But for this 3-1, you have to need the help of formulas. So first we see the formulas. See here, how you are going to calculate the total length of chromosome, that is the length of long arm plus length of short arm. Okay, then how you are going to calculate the relative chromosome length. So relative chromosome length is equal to length of the individual chromosome divided by total length of diploid chromosome. Means here you have to take the length of single chromosome, and here at the downside you have to take the total length of the bivalent chromosome. okay, or homologous pair into the 100. So it will gives you the relative chromosome length. Okay. After that, you have to calculate the arm ratio, and this arm ratio is calculated as length of long arm divided by length of short arm. Then how you are going to calculate the centromeric index? So for the calculation of centromeric index, there is one formula, that is length of short arm divided by total length of chromosome into 100. Here you have to take length of short arm and total length of that chromosome into 100. It will give you centromeric index. So after calculating the centromeric index, you will get an idea about which type of chromosome it is. Now see that which type of chromosome it is means what? See that there are 4 types of chromosome depending upon attachment of that centromere towards the sister chromatids. So see that there are 4 types: metacentric, telocentric, submetacentric and acrocentric. So see here, if the centromere is attached or present exactly at the middle side, which gives a chromosome V-shaped appearance, so it will called as an metacentric. Okay. If the centromere is present exactly at the tip region of the chromosome, okay, it will give the appearance like that. So this one we call it as an telocentric. Then if the centromere it is attached just below from the middle side, this is the middle side, see here, and just below from the middle side if there is a position of centromere, so it will give the L shape appearance to the chromosome. Okay, and that type of chromosome we call it as an submetacentric. Then last one, that is acrocentric. So see here, if the centromere it is present at the acropetal succession, means a small part at the apex and below that one the centromere is present. So if the position of centromere is like that, that type of chromosome we call it as an acrocentric. Okay, so by calculating the centromeric index, you will get an idea about how the chromosome is, whether it is metacentric, telocentric, submetacentric or acrocentric. So in this way, you have to perform this practical first. Okay, so I have solved here first one. So see here, the length of long arm here, it is 3. Then the length of short arm it is 1, that's why the total length it is 4. Then after keeping that values in the formula of relative length of chromosome, the relative length of chromosome number 1 it is 0.5. Then arm ratio, which is calculated by length of long arm divided by short arm, it is 3:1. Okay, then the centromeric index according to formula, it will get 0.25. That's why the type of chromosome here it is the metacentric. Okay, so in this way you have to calculate all the chromosomes that are which are available on the photograph, and by observing these readings, okay, firstly you have to arrange them in a decreasing order. Okay, after overall classification, you have to arrange this observation table in a decreasing order. And after arranging this observation table in the decreasing order, then you have to draw the ideogram like that. Okay, for taking ideogram, you can take the graph paper, otherwise you can draw them with the help of computer also. So, okay, so what you have to do, you have to take here x and y axis. From the middle side of graph paper, you have to draw that ideogram according to the decreasing length of the chromosome. This is most important one. Okay, so see here that these are the all 22 chromosome. If you observe here, see here, they are in the decreasing order. So what you have to do? First you have to take the length of short arm, length of long arm, and you have to arrange them. Okay. And in the middle axis you have to draw centromere also. Okay. So in this way you have to prepare the ideogram by observing the karyotype of the chromosome. Okay. So in this way you have to perform that experiment. So if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.